This is my lawn coming out of summer, and it looks like crap. It's brown, it's ugly, and frankly, it's embarrassing. So today, we're gonna fix this lawn by performing one of the oldest running lawn traditions known to man. And by doing so, we're gonna take this lawn from this to this. And it all starts right now in the fall. So today we're gonna be performing an annual ritual called the Fall Nitrogen Blitz. And the blitz is just an aggressive nitrogen fertilizer plan that involves fast-acting forms of nitrogen fertilizer applied consistently to your lawn. And today we're going to use one fertilizer that's in granular form and then one fertilizer that's in liquid form. But before we do our blitz, I would highly recommend that you guys dethatch your lawns first, because the last thing we want is a bunch of thick thatch preventing our fertilizer from dropping down into the soil. You know, no matter how many times I dethatch my lawn, it never ceases to amaze me how much dead material we get out of here. You know, I didn't really have a thatch problem, but we still managed to pull out 4 contractor bags full of dead material out of here. So to kick off our blitz, we're going to apply a fast form of liquid nitrogen fertilizer, and this is going to give us a fast color response, and it's also going to help us kickstart our lawn in motion. And the fertilizer we're going to end up using today is technically not even a fertilizer, but ironically it's actually one of the cheapest liquid nitrogen sources on the market, and it's this stuff right here, and it's called diesel exhaust fluid. Now before you guys think that I'm absolutely crazy, I just want you to know that fluid is comprised of only 2 simple ingredients: water and urea. Urea being the most common source of nitrogen that's found in almost every fertilizer on the market. So no, DEF is not any type of solvent or gasoline product. It's actually one of the purest liquid nitrogen sources on the market. And the reason why it's so pure is because this stuff goes into trucks versus with regular urea that's inside fertilizer. That's fertilizer grade stuff. God knows what's inside it. But when you're putting stuff into cars, the EPA tests it to a much higher standard. So you can be rest assured when you spray DEF on your lawn, you are applying the cleanest type of nitrogen that your lawn can have. So today we're going to apply 10 ounces of DEF mixed with 1 gallon of water and apply it over 1,000 square feet. And just as an added bonus, we're also going to spike it with an iron supplement. Now this is totally optional, but by adding this is going to give our lawn more of a bluish green hue versus just a dark green hue. Alright guys, so it's been exactly a week, and if we take a look at the lawn, it is recovering nicely. I'm loving what that feature and that DEF did to the lawn, but we're not done yet. Now we have to apply a granular fertilizer, but we can't just use any old granular fertilizer. We have to apply a fast acting one. Now when doing the nitrogen blitz, it's important that we stay away from fertilizers like this Milorganite, which is a slow release fertilizer. We want to use strictly only fast release fertilizer. So today we're going to apply a fertilizer called ammonium sulfate. And guys, I'm actually really excited because this is one of my favorite fertilizers of all time. And just to make things super simple for you guys, we're going to apply 2 pounds of ammonium sulfate per 1,000 square feet, which is going to deliver us just under a half a pound of nitrogen per 1,000 square feet. Now, when it comes to getting the darkest green grass possible, there's nothing else that can compete with this stuff. And the best part is that it's dirt cheap, especially if you guys buy it from your local farm and feed store. You guys can get this stuff for much cheaper than your average fertilizer at Home Depot. And if you guys would like to learn why ammonium sulfate is the king of all fertilizers, I actually did a video last year about it where I compared ammonium sulfate versus urea, and hands down ammonium sulfate delivered a much darker green color. I'll leave a link to that video up here if you guys want to check it out. Alright guys, it's been exactly 2 weeks since we started the blitz, and I'm super excited because if we take a look at the lawn, it looks like it's fully recovered 100%. You know, it's amazing what happens when you put a little bit of effort into something, a little bit of consistency, how quickly things could recover. And we're not even done yet. We're actually just getting started for the fall. So the real question is, how much of this stuff do we apply? And exactly how often do we do it? So in our case, we're making bi-weekly applications of DEF at 10 ounces per gallon of water per 1,000 square feet. And if we total that up throughout the month, that equals out to 0.2 pounds of nitrogen. And on top of that, we're making bi-weekly applications of ammonium sulfate of 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet each application, which will give us approximately 0.80 pounds of nitrogen per month. So when we take that 0.80 pounds of nitrogen, we add it to the 0.20 pounds of nitrogen, That equals out approximately 1 pound of nitrogen total per month. And the burning question is, when do we stop applying fertilizer? Well, I'm gonna make this super simple for you guys. As soon as you notice that your grass is slowing down enough that you're backing off in your mowing, that's when you cut the fertilizer. And if you guys want to learn more about the liquid fertilizer that we applied today, then make sure you check out this video right here. In this video, I cover exactly what DEF is and why, in my opinion, it's the best kept secret in lawn care. And with that, this is George from Princess Cut. Peace.